yourself over there.
It's the Morning Brew with Friends. This is so great. We're here with my buddy Jim Garcia, and it's like luxury day today. We had the fine jewelry from Remy. We have the fine tequilas from you. Great music, and this is super cool. So this weekend is the Fiery Foods Show.
Yep.
And I think a lot of us know the Fiery Food Show as our chance to scald our tongues and, you know, burn our insides. But there's also, like, the halftime show on Saturday and Sunday is you talking about tequila.
Well, there's a number of shows, Dan. They're going to, throughout the day, starting at 1 o'clock, we're going to do a tequila show.
That's cool.
And it's free to the public once you get your admission into the show. But there's just so much to do, and it's not just about the heat. There's mustards, there's rubs, there's barbecue sauces. I go there for the mustards.
I might go there for the tequila this year.
Tequila's going to be fun.
So, as part of the show, do you bring in specialty tequilas from all over Mexico?
Yeah, we're going to do a show, and it's really kind of a fun show. We talk about the folklore. We kind of reminisce. Tequila is a very romantic spirit, and
Well,
so
it can be. I think a lot of us
story.
know, like, the tequila, like, shooters, right?
Yeah,
but that's not how you have to, or how you should drink these kinds of fine tequilas. Because we have like $1,000 worth of tequila here, right?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's in the aging, really. I mean, we're talking about sipping tequilas here. So if we were to get a Blanco would be just a double distilled white tequila.
Perfect for like a margarita or something?
Perfect for margarita. And a margarita only has three ingredients. It has a 100% blue agave Blanco tequila. It has a curacao. Low end would be a triple sec. High end would be a Cointreau. And then lime juice. Fresh squeezed limes.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I have 2 ingredients in my margaritas. It's like the tequila and the mix.
In the mix.
And
No
that's-
mix.
No mix.
No mix.
No mix. I'm an amateur if I'm using mix.
No lemon. I mean, no limes, no salt, no shooting. We're having a pure sipping.
That's great.
And if we were in Mexico, we'd be sipping. This would be like an aperitif. We'd be enjoying this with our meal.
Right. Yeah.
So-
It's more like more like a fine bourbon.
Exactly.
Than it is a shooter drink, right?
And they're all aged.
Well, and this one is, I was looking at the barrel. This black barrel is what this says on this bottle.
That's the Salsa, and that's this one here, and it has a darker,
it does.
darker hue to it. It's actually double aged, so it goes in the barrel for a year. It comes back out of the barrel and into another barrel.
So if it's a black barrel, is that a charred barrel like you do a bourbon?
It's a charred oak barrel.
So they actually take flame to the inside of the barrel.
They char the barrel, and then it's an American oak. And every tequila has all of their specialties on the oak that they use, the length of time that they age it, whether it's 11 months, 12 months, or an extra in your hair.
So it's not like a 18-year, you can't buy like a 36-year tequila, can
No,
you?
You have a dusty bottle if you have a 36-year-old bottle.
Of tequila.
Because after the Gran Bordeo right here would be, this would be about 2 years in an oak barrel, and then it goes into a wine barrel, so a Bordeaux. So that's a fine bottle of tequila.
Excellent.
Right
do we have a taster
this
of
one
that
right here is going to be, if you smell that one, you're going to smell a little bit of vanilla. You're going to smell
I can smell, this is really interesting.
It's got a rose hint to it.
I smell no Cuervo in this at all.
No.
This is entirely different. This is, it actually has a, more like a liqueur kind of sense to it. Almost like I can't even think of what it is, almost like an amaretto scent to it.
It's got a little vanilla to it. You're going to get a Bordeaux, and that one you're going to have the wine hues that are going to come out in that for
And then this is the black barrel.
That's the double aged.
Oh, this you can smell the smoke in it.
Yeah.
You can, it smells, actually smells almost even peaty, like a...
And the Piedras. Gemstone. That one is another.
This has a very pretty color
It's in the
to it,
line
too.
of the Grand Patrons, which is the higher end of the Patron
Is
families.
that this bottle or this bottle?
This is that bottle right here, the Piedras.
This has, I can still smell the vanilla, but it's more of a vanilla bean than anything else.
So that's a 3-year age, Dan. So that's 10 years to make the agave, or for the agave to grow and harvest, and then another 3 years. So that bottle right there is 13 years in the making.
Wow.
Even though it's only aged for 3 years.
I keep hearing all these horrible stories about how the agave plant is disappearing. Is that something we should be worried about?
No, that was 10 years ago. They did not plant enough agaves, and because of the length of time, because you have a highland agave and a lowland agave, but they now have caught up to it. And most agaves are farm-raised agaves, and they've done very well. So.
Very cool. It's not like barley that you can just raise once a year and get a new batch.
No, and then they have to rotate the fields. There's a whole romance behind tequila. So it's about the tequila, how they raise it, the fermenting process that's used before the distillation. And most all tequilas are about 40 proof, and they're all double distilled. And if it isn't more than 51%, 100% blue agave, it would be considered a mixto. And a mixto, you don't want a mixto.
You know, just don't make you blind.
Bad. Makes you blind.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
we can't forget today that there are actually 2 tickets on Instagram that they're giving away, and we can find those just following Fiery Foods Show.
Yeah, fiery-foods.com, but we're going to have a great weekend. It's going to be great weather, and Fiery Food Show is hot fun.
And it's also on the Morning Brew Instagram is where you can get the tickets.
Yes.
And I've got to try one of these. Which one should I try?
Oh, if you're going to try one.
If I got to drive home, so which one is like, if I had to pick one?
If you had to pick one, it would be this guy right here.
And what is this again?
This is the Gran Patron Bordeo. So that one.
Okay.
That one is.
I'll just do a little bit here. It smells wonderful. Join me for this. What's the right? Just salud.
Oh, salud. Enjoy.
Yes. Perfect. Appreciate it, Jim. We'll see you this weekend at the Fiery Foods Show. Check us out on Instagram, and you can maybe get lucky and get a couple of tickets to try some of this stuff this weekend at the Fiery Foods Show.
We'll be pouring it free. Come on out.